make how to make multiple joint questions because I find it very difficult, and Gen AI could be a really interesting solution. So I've introduced our two speakers. Samuel Chu is professor in the Department of Health Sciences, School of Nursing and Health Sciences at the Hong Kong Metropolitan University, and also honorary professor at the University of Hong Kong. That's where I first met Sam. He has two very interesting backgrounds, two PhDs in education, one focusing on e-learning and the other focusing on library and information science from the University of Hong Kong. He does multidisciplinary research in 4 disciplines: health sciences, e-learning, information science, and early childhood education, and has been involved in over 80 research projects and published more than 500 articles and books. And starting in 2015, he's been advisor for EdTech and eHealth startups, and in 2020 founded a nonprofit organization called Academy 22 Education for All Foundation. So he's managing currently an AI-supported gamified e-learning platform for students to invite older adults to engage in intergenerational learning with students. And and working in healthy aging. And he also practices and instructs using Zing, an ancient Chinese exercise. I don't know if I said that. And Chloe Lam here will be doing the second part of the presentation as an education officer at the Hong Kong Metropolitan University, working as a researcher in educational AI tech and game-based learning, has a Master's of Education with Distinction from the University of Hong Kong, and currently involved in some very neat projects, the Knowledge Overlord project, an AI-driven game-based platform to enhance students' literacy and 21st century skills, involving using generative AI to create lesson materials, foster learning, and support student development. And she's been conducting human AI collaboration story writing courses and talks in schools. So with that, I will pass it on, I guess, to Sam at first.
Thank you, Andrew.
Bring up his slides.
Okay. So
thank you, Andrew, for the very nice introduction. Earlier I wasn't able to make the screen bigger, but now I can. I'd like to confirm that Andrew and Elizabeth haven't changed much in almost 10 years.
Really nice.
Okay, so
so I have to stop the share screen first.
Oh yeah, stop that first, and then.
Yes, and Dr. Ju, you may share now.
Okay.
Co-host.
Okay, let me see.
We just make you a co-host. Oh, is it co-host?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay, there we go.
Yeah. Okay, now I think you can see my screen. Okay.
You click on the screen thing at the bottom on top there.
Okay.
I got it.
So it's really okay, right? Although for now nothing because it says that it's being up. I'm trying to do okay. Okay, wonderful. Okay. So it's such an honor to be able to do this sharing with colleagues at the UWIC. I visited UWIC actually 2-3 times at least. Although for the first couple of times I haven't met Andrew and Elizabeth yet. So UWIC is, to me, is always a really very beautiful campus that I enjoyed. That's why I went so many times. Now, so today, this is our main topic that the COE will be talking about. Then what will I be doing? Well, I'd like to tell you the bigger picture, what we have done. So that that led to this a much narrower topic that will be shared by COE. Okay, now so then now this go back to something that I built more than 10 years ago. That is a reading battle. That Andrew and Elizabeth may have a little bit a memory regarding that. Now, reading battle basically is an online platform that has proven to be effective to help students develop their reading interests, reading habit, and reading ability. And then after 10 whole years, then I'm fortunate to get a very big grant that I put down here. That is around 1.2 million US dollar. And that's only phase one. If I'm lucky, I may also have a phase two funding for this project. Well, then what is that? Because after 10 years, then the technology world has changed a lot. Yes, we all know now we have AI, especially Gen AI, is really powerful, and then it has a lot of potential to help students to learn better in different ways. And so for me today, I will talk about this bigger topic that how human and AI can co-construct data information to help students learn, basically. And in particularly, I like to focus on 4 areas. That is reading, writing, questioning, and criticizing. Now, to give you a preview of my talk, I like to share with you this song written partly by AI, and then sung by AI. Let's see. Can you hear? Can you hear the music?
No, the music, no.
You cannot hear the music. Okay, so Koi, which
I can
button
help
should-
play.
You can play it.
I can help. Yeah.
I'll stop share and then you play that. Maybe
Okay.
that would be easier.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, Koi is almost a digital native.
No. Okay.
Mm. So now I cannot hear anything.
Oh, I remember.
Oh.
Have to put,
Oh, the Zoom meeting has to.
Have a speaker.
Where should I?
Is it?
Oh,
I know it. It says share, it will be
Oh, I see. Yeah.
this one?
Yeah. Let me help.
Okay.
Let me see. Probably not this one. Where can I share? Oh no.
This one is it? So are the,
now if it's too problematic, then I don't have to listen.
not
When you-
the share.
Yes, when you share
Yeah,
that
yeah.
little arrow,
The arrow.
you can actually also
Oh.
tap there.
There we go.
Thank you.
I've just done that so many times. that it's-
Competencies and relatedness. It can turn reluctant readers into book lovers. With generative AI, we can make reading battle better by creating questions at least 10 times faster. With generative AI, we can have writing battle that encourages students to write book summaries and books with consistent characters and songs created in seconds. Questioning battle enables students to learn to ask questions like Socrates following through. To ask 4 kinds of questions: information retrieval, making inferences, integrating ideas, and making interpretation and evaluation. Finally, criticizing battle foster critical thinkers and comments by engaging them in criticizing questions and book summaries created by other players. Gamification, unite, and suitable data and information and knowledge overload can help create more knowledgeable students with great wisdom.
Okay. Maybe we stop here. Yeah. Okay. So that's the preview of my talk. Now regarding the 4 kinds of battle. Okay. Perhaps maybe let me share screen again.
Okay.
That's good.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I see. Now perhaps okay. Now regarding the 4 kinds of battles now, I mean from reading battle now to 4 kinds of battle. Now the 4th kind of battle, here we use the word let's see, criticizing battle. Actually maybe a more proper word would be a critiquing battle. Yeah, rather than the criticizing. But actually, when we talk about criticizing, we're talking about constructive criticism anyway. Okay, I'm going to continue. Oh, I forgot to introduce this that this is my avatar. Yeah, so so he goes around in knowledge overload to help students with problems. Okay, now so when I say data in this sharing, I refer to something broader, similar to the definition here that not just the number or the alphabets, but the symbols, images, sound, all this can also be regarded as data. Yeah. Or many things that generate by Gen AI can also be regarded as data. Now and then the data information, well, information is processed data, yeah, and then with good use of information and data, then we can help students to get knowledge. Now reading, as we all know, is the basis for most learning. And that's why more than 10 years ago, I spent a lot of effort to build this thing called reading battle. And it's been good because gradually more and more primary schools use it. And then at the end, after 10 whole years, 20% of all primary schools in Hong Kong have used reading battle. Now, and then the Vygotsky is a rather famous Russian scholar. He has a theory called Zone of Proximal Development that talks about how we can help students learn by helping them to go beyond their current ability, keep going beyond their current abilities. Zone of Proximal Development. And he mentioned that comprehension exercises, Q&As, can be used as a kind of support in relating to this idea, how we can help students to have cognitive growth. Okay, now comprehension exercise. Now, but then this traditional reading comprehension exercise with Q&A sometimes can run into problems if it is not done properly. And for example, about 8 years ago in Hong Kong, in fact, parents and also small kids, they went on the streets to demonstrate that they didn't like the idea of having their children to do many reading comprehension exercise for something called TSA, reading assessment and other kind of ability assessment. Now, okay. Now, but for my reading battle, it's also actually a reading comprehension exercise. Now, but then the interesting thing is, students and parents love my reading battle now. I like to show you this, like here. Now, here's a sharing done in the around July 2014. And I think I visited UVic probably in the fall of 2014, if I remember correctly. Anyway, now, so this students and also their parents sharing was about how reading battle has helped the children to learn, and so they were very happy about it, and that's why we had this sharing. In fact, we had similar sharing every year, but I like this one a lot because that was the first time we held a sharing on reading battle. Now, so this is such a big contrast that this kind of TSA reading comprehension exercise was hated by students and parents. But then the reading battle, in fact, is also reading comprehension exercise. How come students will welcome it? So what's the trick? What exactly is the difference? Now, before I answer that question, I'd like to share with you this video, not the whole thing, but maybe just 1 minute, about the boy sharing and then his mom's sharing. Now you can look at the English translation at the bottom. Now, so this is a primary 4 boy, at this school.
我想分享嘅係其實我好中意攞獎，而發現咗呢個平台之後咧，我就不斷去做，結果咧今日就有得上嚟攞獎。
Well, every child, I assume, like to gain awards, yeah, and then because he realized that this reading battle platform can give him awards. Now, the kind of awards are very simple. It's not a Mercedes car or what, yeah. Of course, not for boys anyway. It's just a book and a certificate, yeah. But even for such a small gift, is already big enough to motivate the boy to read a lot. Okay, now let's continue with his mom sharing.
大家好，我係黃子樂嘅媽咪嘅。因為我好緊張，我第一次對住咁多人講嘢。我想講係我好開心見到佢進步。
She was crying a little.
佢其實由細到大都唔中意睇書，直到我今個學期真係覺得佢大個仔，佢好聽陳主任話，陳主任鼓勵佢睇多啲書，佢為咗追到同班嘅同學，為咗可以嚟呢度攞獎，咁佢好努力。
Okay, now, now the boys in an interview told us that before reading battle, he hates reading. So the education system in Hong Kong made the boy, and also maybe the family, the school too, made the boy hate reading. Now, but then with reading battle, then the boy started to read really hard. From level 1. Level 1 is grade 1 level. Now, this boy is already a grade 4 boy and in the second term, but he was way behind. But then with reading battle, he started reading grade 1 books to catch up. And then amazingly, in just 5 months, February to June 2014, he was able to catch up level 1, 2, 3, 4, grade 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's why the mom was so touched. Yeah. Now, Then I'd like to show you. Now, this boy, 5 years later, became a grade 9 student. And I interviewed him again because I want to know whether a reading battle help to him was only temporarily or whether it has a long-term effect on the boy. And when I interviewed him, I was shocked. Why I was so surprised? Because he said that reading battle, although it was developed for primary kids, and in fact he has stopped using it after primary school, but then the effect continue. And he said that here he said during secondary school years, his English was always within top 10%. And then for Chinese, it's even more crazy that he was ranked #1 in the entire form, entire grade 9. We are talking about more than 100 kids, and he ranked #1. Now remember, this kid 5 years ago, he was struggling with grade 1 books, although he's already a grade 4 student. And also that when I interviewed him, it was a summer, and he told me that he's actually taking the MIT youth program. So to him, reading battle has changed his life completely, like from hell to heaven. And he also worked as an editor for the school's magazine. Now, then okay, I guess I like to tell you a lot of stories. So I also like to tell you this Tom Sawyer story because it's pretty related, just a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. But you cannot hear. Then how about Koi? Can you play?
Yes.
Now this is from 243. So I'll let you share screen. I used to teach children literature. Yeah, and also that I led an international writer to write many children's books, close to 300 books actually.
Little Fox.
The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Chapter 2, Tom at Work.
You may want to.
Tom knew his aunt wanted to catch him in a lie, so he said,
Man, I was so hot today that I dumped water from the well on my head. See? My hair is still wet.
Aunt Polly was annoyed.
Start from 2:30 and also, yeah, 2:30. Okay, something here.
Spent the rest of the evening planning his revenge on Sid.
Maybe,
The next day, Tom stood on the
to the right.
sidewalk with a paint bucket and a brush.
Okay,
He looked
here,
at the
good,
fence.
good.
It was
Here.
90 feet long and 9 feet high, and he had to spend his whole Saturday painting it. He dipped his brush into the bucket and painted the first plank. Then he stopped.
This will take forever.
You need to stop for a minute. Let me.
He sighed.
Okay, now what happened was Tom did something wrong, and so his aunt punished him by getting him to paint a very large piece of a fence, and so he's quite unhappy. Yeah, and then he's scratching his head to see how he can ever finish it. Yeah, okay, let's continue. And then an idea came up that's similar to gamification. Yeah, continue, please.
Suddenly, Tom saw his friend Ben coming down the street. Tom picked up the brush and began painting again because he had a plan. Ben walked up to Tom.
Working, huh? I'm going swimming. Don't you wish you could come?
I'm not working.
Replied Tom.
Yes, you are.
Said Ben.
Well, maybe it is working, but I like it.
Said Tom.
What?
Shouted Ben.
You like it?
Tom kept painting and said,
Boys don't get to paint a fence every day.
Ben watched Tom paint for a while. The fence looked clean and white. Ben watched some more, and soon he started to think.
Painting looks easy. Painting looks fun.
Before long, Ben really wanted to paint too.
Let me try.
He begged Tom,
No!
said Tom.
Aunt Polly told me to do it. She said it was important. This is the street side of the fence. Only one boy in 1,000 has the talent to paint the street side.
Tom paused and pretended to think for a moment.
Maybe you can do the backside,
He said.
I'll let you have my apple.
Ben offered. Tom looked at Ben, and then he looked at the apple. He handed Ben the brush. While Ben painted, Tom rested in the shade. He ate the apple and smiled. His plan had worked. Soon other boys came and asked to paint too. By early afternoon, both sides of the fence were finished, and Tom's pockets were full of presents.
Okay, let's stop
May
here.
I play
Thank you.
now?
Tom called to his aunt.
You can't be finished already. How much of the fence have you painted?
She had to catch him in a...
Okay, then I'll continue a bit more with the PPT. Yeah, then I'll pass the time to Koyi. Let me see. So, okay, I'll share screen. Okay, all right. Now, so when we can gamify something, then the task originally may not be that attractive to the learners, but then when we're able to gamify it, yeah, then many learners may really enjoy doing it, just like what we've learned in this story. Hey, let me see. Okay, yeah, so proper gamified reading is like magic. Well, just like the little boy, we can turn reluctant readers into book lovers. Now, so how did we gamify reading better? Now, there are many ideas that I've applied into it. First of all, the books need to be good. They need to be attractive. I don't have time to go into detail, but anyway, all these are really attractive books. It has a wide selection. And then we apply psychological theories. Now, for example, here says you'll be invited to rate the book if you score about 70%. Now, rating a book is actually a job, right? Yeah, just like Tom's friend painting the fence is a job. Yeah, but then Tom said not every boy can paint the fence. It's an honor. 1 in 1,000 boys can do it. And so here I kind of play the same trick that I treat it as an honor. It's not a job, it's an honor. That first of all, you need to work hard to read the book carefully and then answer the question very well to get at least 70 out of 100. Then you'll be invited to read the book. And it works. So many kids, they like to earn this honor, then they work hard. Okay, and then on the right-hand side, for each book, a child can battle 3 times. What does it mean by battle? You answer a set of 10 questions drawn randomly from a set of 30 questions in the database for the book. But the second time, there will be a deduction of 10%. A third time, there will be a 20% deduction. And so there are a lot of encouragement that it's not like a test. You can do a second time, you can do a third time, but of course, there will be some points lost. And this adds to the fun. And then every question you can answer it 2 times, but the second time, you can only get half of the point. Now, all this play on motivation psychology. Yeah. So, and then here, when a question is answered incorrectly, we offer them a hint. And again, this is because kids scaffolding support. And then there are 4 kinds of questions. Information retrieval is fact-finding. That's easy. And beyond that, there are 3 other kinds. And they are high-order thinking questions. So they are harder. You really push the kids to read carefully and think carefully. Otherwise, they cannot answer. So there's evaluation, and then the other two kinds are inferences and integrating ideas and interpretation. Yeah. Now, this harder question actually also serve as a driver for the boys and girls to work really hard, yeah, on this reading task. And then this is a complete profile that shows what books have been read by the child, and then the level of the books. 2 dots means grade 2, and then how many times the child has battled the book. So for this one, he or she has done it 3 times, and then this is the highest score of the child, and then school average, world average. Now this also plays on this motivation psychology, because if the child only know himself or herself score, then that's not fun. But then if he know how others are doing in the school, how the whole world are doing regarding the book, then it gives him or her a lot of encouragement. So this is really amazing. I couldn't believe it. So this first kid, he or she has completed more than 600 books. 600 books. Not only reading, on average, the child has answered around 15 questions per book. And then to be able to rank here on this leaderboard, the child has to get at least 80 out of 100. And you see all these people, the first 2 at least, get 90 something out of 100. Yeah. Now, all these are not homework, or I should say most of these 95% are not homework. It's all done voluntarily. So when we can gamify it properly, then learning can become so much fun to children. Now I know my time is probably up, so I will spend just a few more minutes, then I'll pass the time to Ko-Yi. Now, and why reading better works like magic? Because it fulfills humans' 3 essential psychological needs, according to DC: autonomy, competency, and relatedness. We actually had a nice article published in this journal. This is a top 3% journal in education, and also that we were very pleased that it even became a top cited article a couple years ago. Okay, now how? Okay, so here talks about it can help students in many aspects. Now the student, he explained how it related to autonomy. Well, because there's so many books he can choose from. And then how it relate to relatedness. Now relatedness means that you can compare with others. You can see how others are doing. Yeah, so that's the leaderboard and so on. So this is not like homework that you do it and then submit to the teacher and that's it. And then you can see that you are improving competency. You can always be better than yourself. Okay, now reading battle, it works, but then there is a lot of hard work. And to produce the question even for just one book, we have to do so many things. So this is the hard work, part of the hard work for one book. But then with ChatGPT, now then the whole thing become a lot easier. Now I think actually I'm going to stop here and then pass the time to Ko-Yi. Now Ko-Yi will talk about the 4 kinds of battle in KO, knowledge overload, and also in particularly we did an experiment, a test, compare ChatGPT with human. Yeah, who can do a better job in question creation. In fact, I was pretty surprised at the result. Now, I guess I'm going to end here. Yeah, otherwise I think I'll be sharing you with my dreams that you may not.
It's 1:30 p.m. in Hong
Yes.
Kong, right?
I have to go now. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr.
Nice.
Zhu.
That was very good, very great, and good to see you
Thank
again.
you.
Yeah. Okay.
Have a
Yeah.
good
So
ride.
hope
Thank
to see you either in Canada or Hong Kong or somewhere in the future. Yeah. Nice talking to you all. I'll go now. Bye bye.
Bye. Take a good rest.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so Let me open my. So did I share screen? Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this is fellow.
Okay, so thank you for Dr. Zhu giving us the inspiration how reading battle bring lots of good to the student in Hong Kong. And then based on his work, actually we come up with a comparative study, which is about Gen AI and versus human in generating the MCQ question. And then we are also based on the PIRLS framework to create the MCQ. So, this one. Here is the content page. I will walk you through about the introduction and then the literature review, and then 2 research questions and also the schematic diagram. And what is, I think, the most interesting part in the study is the prompt design that is decided by our team. And then we will also play a mini game. I hope time will let us do so. And then finally, we will end with seeing the number. And as you all may aware that reading battle is invented by Professor Zhu. And then this reading battle, he has already shared a lot. So based on the over a decade of success, it's actually really helpful in helping the student. But why it has to end and then come up with another platform that's called the knowledge overload. You can see here. Yeah, this is actually the Dr. Zhu adventure. Yeah, and then we created that to guide the student. He will help the student to go through these 4 battles. And then the 4 battle is the reading battle, writing battle, and the questioning battle, and also the criticizing battle. And then why we come up beyond the reading battle with 3 additional battles, because we believe that reading is the basis of the literature, the literacy skill. And then we want students have more interactive bit among them in the game. So we also want them, after reading the book, how about they will create a book summary that's come with the writing battle. And also it's important not to only answer in the reading battle. It's also important to raise out some questions. So human and AI will actually versus each other to create some MCQ. And then those MCQ are also based on the PIRLS framework. And lastly, what is criticizing battle? It sounds really bad, but it's not. It's constructive criticism. Student can tell the summary whether it is good formulated or not, so that they can have the peer review on each other work. So here is the game flow. You can see that, imagine when you come into our game that's called the knowledge overload. We got 200 plus islands of different knowledge domain. From physics to fiction, you can choose your own favorite island. And then you want to be the overlord. Okay, you have to take the challenge, like this 4 battle. As you take more battle, and your literature skill will grow up. So your score will accumulate. So you become the knowledge overlord of one of these islands. So our approach now has been shifted from the gamified to the game-based learning. But we still have some challenge in creating some question. Indeed, I talked to some teachers that have been subscribed for the reading battle for 10 years. And then their feedback is really interesting, and I find it amazing actually. They want us to expand our bookshelf, the book list, and also the MCQ question for the diversity. But reading battle traditionally is relied on the project staff, and we even will invite the volunteer to create a question. Like I told Andrew that we will invite the older adult in Hong Kong to keep helping formulate some MCQ, and then to activate their cognitive behavior ability. And then still, we have extensive review after they create some question. It's much effort and it's loading for 10 years. We create 900 books and then lots of MCQ. But Dr. Ju found that it's so amazing that it is so amazing that Gen AI can actually come to the place to help human to create more MCQ and even the story. And as you all know, and you may understand that we take the long time. The whole progress can take weeks to months because we need the training given to the volunteer, like the older adult, and then we need the careful review and also select the good formulated question, and then finally it will launch to the eQuiz database. And this comes to our study comparing the Gen AI and human crafted MCQ based on the PIRLS framework. And you may take a look at this symbol that I'm thinking like, how about human and the Gen AI is versus each other, and then the book is just like a balance to weight who is the winner. Okay. And this is the study idea. And then I will talk about what is PIRLS framework, but Dr. Ju has already introduced us some idea. Actually, it's going across level 1 to up to level 4, and then the higher level will get the student more critically thinking, more critical thinking. And then this framework is actually called the Progress in International Reading Literacy Study, and it applies globally. And in my point of view, I think this is the blueprint recipe in this study. Think about that human expert will follow this recipe to create some MCQ. And also, we also input this framework into the prompt in order to let Gen AI to create some PIRLS aligned MCQ. And I'm going to talk about 3 studies that is also comparing Gen AI and human ability in creating MCQ. In June 2023, you can see his finding is really interesting, I think, because 10 times faster for 1 Gen AI than 2 human experts. And then he mentioned that in his paper, even the experienced examiner required 10 minutes to prepare 1 MCQ on average. That means really comparing to AI, it really takes longer time. But I think personally, I will go for human create first and then let the AI to modify it actually, because I will think like this. If we can keep challenging our cognitive ability, we won't become dumb. Okay. Yeah, and then this is the another finding in their study. June 2003 again found that the MCQ quality is actually has no significant difference in the quality in terms of the appropriateness and the clarity, and only that he found that AI was inferior, a little bit weaker than human being in the relevancy. And then in another study found that is the similar similar results, comparable results between human and AI. But interestingly, they found that AI sometimes will create some multiple correct option. That means it cannot be used in the formal assessment properly, because students cannot choose several correct answers in the multiple choice. And so it suggests that human oversight is still needed for the quality. And about study is all for the higher education. And in this current study, we are going to work on the younger age group, our target group. And what is the two research question? Is obviously we are comparing AI to human, and we want to know the quality. And then the second one is whether AI can replace human created question for the education assessment. And what do you think?
So multiple choice, maybe, yeah?
Uh-huh.
But I find it very hard to do. Make them. So
Okay.
will be better than mine.
We will not.
I would say, I think it depends on where you get the, what's the source material.
What's the source material?
If it's a textbook, it might be easier than if it's a group of journal articles or something else.
Yeah, that's a good question. And I will include, the source is important, and also the prompt is important, I think, yes. So, so let's take a closer look on the study design in the schematic diagram first. In this study, we choose two books. One is the fiction, another one is the non-fiction. And then in order to diverse the book diversity, increase the book diversity. And then in part one, we create a question. We actually got the previous data set already. So one human expert who is familiar with the PIRLS framework, he or she need to select the MCQ for approximately 1 hour. But based on our estimation, there is if there is 16 MCQ, it should be takes around 3 hours for human being to create 16 MCQ. Meanwhile, the AI, we took 3 hours for the prompt design, and also just one button click, boom, the MCQ 16 will come out within 1 minute. And that's true. AI maybe work faster. And then let's see what happened. And then in the part two, we randomized 32 MCQ from AI and human. And then we asked 4 assessors to help to assess whether it is aligned with the PIRLS framework, whether it is clearly formed, and then whether it is appropriate for the context, and it is suitable for 9 to 10 years old. And then finally, is the most interesting part is AI. Is it formed by AI and human? Because it's the blind test, so they have to answer that at the end of each assessment. Okay, this is the prompt. It may not be very clear, but I intend to make it in structure, so I color it each part. And then for the AI, he need to know what is the content of the book. So just like human, he need to read. And in the gray color, I include the book content from the children book. That's called the Missing Mom. And then this book is rather short, so it's okay to input the whole book into the AI. And this book is also formed by Dr. Zhu team. And then come to the orange color, you can see the detailed instruction provided to the ChatGPT generating 8 MCQ. I will show you closer at the closer look on the next page. You can see we will insert a book excerpt in every prompt. And then we ask AI to try to create 8 MCQ suitable for the 5th grade, that is 9 to 10 years old. And we ask AI to strictly follow the guidance on the PIRLS level. And also the most interesting part is we also input the sample passage, and that is created by our human expert, and also the real example for the PIRLS level. How does the question look like for each level? The AI have to know, and that's called the field source learning. And AI, I would say that with the field source learning technique, AI will improve the performance very well. And then you can see here, this is the field source learning example. Firstly, we have the sample test here is the book content. And then we got the example for level 1, information retrieval. And we tell AI how does level 2 looks like. Level 2 is about the information, is about the simple inferences. And level 3 is about the integrating idea, and comes to level 4 is about the evaluation of the content. And then after all, the AI will understand by showing them the example, so they can create a really good quality question. So I'm going to show you, this is actually the assessment form that the 4 assessors come across. You can see the first 2, I intended to blind it. Okay, so you can guess now, what does the author use to represent the concept of body source? But I'm sorry, I didn't prepare you the book content, but you may take a look at the option first. Yeah, it's having different component of the wording. And then what is the full form of fail? And then first attempt in learning. But no worry, if this is too small, I have already prepared you a Kaku. Okay. So let's take a try first. Yeah. So what do you think? Who is the AI and who is constructed by human? You can take a closer look, maybe. Is it large enough? Yeah.
We can
Okay.
look here.
Okay. This is Pro level 1. No idea. No idea. Okay.
Sorry, I missed that.
Oh, you missed that. Oh, I'm talking about
Which
this.
one? Yeah,
Which one is the AI creation and which one is the human creation?
So we have a choice between 1 and 2, right?
Yeah. Just try 1 and 2. And I intended to blind this 2 question.
I think number 1 is human and number 2 is AI.
Agreed, that's what I.
Agree.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to know how many of you vote for 1 is constructed by AI. 1.
I say 1 is constructed by AI.
1 is constructed by AI.
We
Okay.
also have 1 in the chat for another 1 for AI.
Oh, okay. I will say that all of you are correct. Yeah, it's really amazing. But I will have to challenge you another test.
Oh, no. Just
So,
go back.
it was
Go
AI.
back. So the first one, so.
First one was human?
Was the first one human?
No.
The first one is by AI.
Oh.
So all of you got the correct answer, right?
No.
No, we don't.
But someone in the Zoom said that one is AI formed by AI, right?
Demographic.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Okay. One is actually formed by AI because yeah. And in my first slide, I think that 1 is formed by human because it has the symbol
Yes,
plus, and I think it's quite irregular for AI to do so. So, but I don't know why it can do it. Okay.
It's true, that's what I thought.
Okay, no worry, we have another chance. But before that, I would like to go through with you about the assessment tool. That's the 4 key domain of the question quality. And then, as I said before, you got PIRLS level 1, 2, 3, 4. Does the MCQ align with the PIRLS level? And then is it clearly formed? Is it answerable? And then is it appropriate with the appropriate length, and also is it well formulated for the student? And then our target group is the 9 to 10 years old. So we also ask the assessor to think about, is it suitable for assessing 9 years old student? So they have the numerical scale like 0 to 10, and also finally they have to go through the blind test. And today, we don't have much time to go through all of this, so you can only take a taste of number 5, the blind test of the question origin. Are you ready? Take out your phone and then you can try. Yeah, I hope the audience in Zoom can also do that. If you cannot, please tell me. If you cannot take the QR code, you can also go to www.kaku.it. Can you go there?
Doesn't work for me, disconnected.
Doesn't work for you.
I think it's a head-on thing, have to come right up to it.
Oh, maybe I cannot.
Yeah, you go right in front of it.
We go right in front of the screen.
I got it,
You got
but
it.
I cannot connect. It says,
Oh.
okay, go. You're disconnected. We're trying to reconnect now. So,
Oh, so it's an internet problem or?
yeah, I think so. Or,
I also facing the
same issue. Yeah.
yes.
Oh, let me restart it. Sorry for the oops. I cannot rebuild the. Yeah.
I think it's,
Let me try. I think we can go here. This. Okay, so everyone can see the screen. So let me accept. Oh, but I have to log in. Sorry I have to take a moment for my login.
okay.
Sorry for that.
Register the domain in Italy. It's a it.
Yeah.
I used it for like French.
That's like all the ones here. TV from Tuvalu.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. The American Association of Mechanical Engineers and their screws, like, screw.
Sign to the, oh,
It's just endless.
seems that I cannot log in into this.
I guess Kaku has some problem.
Yeah. it looks like-
Kaku has some problem. Oh, it's
So
really
if you can't
bad.
log in, then that's.
I have prepared another plan B.
Oh,
We don't take Kaku now. Okay, we can still go on
definitely
for
your
it.
IT.
Yeah.
Backup plan.
Backup plan just in case. Okay, so I should go to this way. And then you can see, oh, okay, just do it one by one all together, okay? Just look at the Q1 and Q2 first. And one of them crafted by human, one of them are crafted by AI. This is the level 1 information retrieval.
I couldn't tell the difference. The level 1.
I think, the Q1, I think it was human,
Q1 is human, right?
because the answers are too simple.
That's a good, that's a rational idea. Same of my fault. Yeah.
Is it right?
Before. Let's see. So you choose question 2 is made by AI.
I think so.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, you got 2 correct. Both correct. Okay, how about we try on the question 3 and question 4.
We still can go with AI being 4. Just,
No, but she needs to work on a secret project out. I don't know if that's a thing in the book. It seems a little made up. That's a good human distractor, like do something completely out of the. I don't know. These are hard to tell.
Sorry, I got plan C.
no, this is fine.
It's okay, it's okay, because I would like to calculate the percentage that all of you have.
Oh, data gathering.
Yeah.
I do think it's still the
Okay,
same order as
so
being.
it's your answer, you have to determine now.
Yeah, I'm still thinking that AI is the 4, the one.
AI is the 4, and Q3 is human.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think they're both AI.
both AI, okay.
This is hard to tell. I'm really guessing.
This is hard to tell, okay, so let's see. Oh, yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
same, you're right.
Yeah, it's I think the audience in this room is quite clever comparing to our 4 assessor. Let's see their number. The assessment results, here we come. And then you can see that we got 16 questions created by AI, and also another 16 questions from human. And then actually, what is the number of 21? Given that it is created by AI, most of the only 21 guess correct. And given that it is created by AI, it's 33 questions the assessor gets identified incorrectly. That means they think that it is created by human, but indeed it is created by AI. So the percentage is quite low. And then I also calculate the accuracy for their performance, the human performance, and then it's less than 50%. So what does it imply? What do you think in the educational assessment setting? What does it imply? Nothing.
I think that the human-generated questions are easier to detect as human-generated questions.
Okay, that's
So there's something about the way
point.
we set questions that it's easier for us to tell that we made them. But the AI, it's not
More ambiguous, yeah.
Yeah, it's more ambiguous, yeah. Good.
Good try.
But this result is typical. AI performs really well. All these studies we see where AI image classification, AI diagnoses, it's very typically, it's a high percentage of accuracy.
Yes.
So it's consistent with what I've seen already.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's move on. And my personal opinion is like if a human cannot distinguish what who is made the origin of the question, and as if I were the student, I will be quite I mean, if I'm the student, I know it is crafted by AI. I probably won't respect it. Okay, because you see, oh, it is not given by my teacher, but instead of it's given by the AI, and then it will make me feel so bored. Yeah, so boring. And then if this tell that if human being cannot tell whether it is formed by AI or human, actually it is quite useful for the teacher to make the MCQ and distribute to the student. And this won't affect their psychological issue, won't increase their boredom, something like that.
Do you think it might be also because you want to please your teacher? Right, so you want an award, and the award is your teacher showers attention on you, but if your teacher created, didn't create the questions, and you knew about it, then you wouldn't feel that maybe the teacher would shower the attention on you.
Yeah, exactly.
But from an equity perspective, it's much better to do it this way. That way the teacher's behavior towards the students doesn't change.
Yeah, I agree. And then, so last page is about the assessment domain across, you can see the 4 assessment domain. And then the highlighted in yellow color numbers means that it actually the AI surpassed human because the mean score is higher than human and is significantly showing the difference. And then in terms of the appropriateness and the suitability, age suitability, it doesn't have really a significant difference. So we will conclude that it's comparably good as human, or human is comparably good as AI. Yeah. So it comes to the research question. How do AI generated MCQ compare to the human one? We can answer that. In terms of the alignment, AI did surpass human. And then, but comes to the question 2, we have to think more clearly and carefully. Can AI generated MCQ really can replace the human generated one? It's got a lot of room for discussion, right? Because, for example, as you may remember that some AI would generate several correct answers that is not properly funded for the education assessment. And then student may find it is maybe the teacher are not caring them. So they use AI to generate the MCQ question for me. So human being or as an educator, we still need to oversee our work or our co-constructed work with AI. So in the last session, I would like to conclude that human and AI, their role should not be the opponent. They should be cooperating with each other to co-construct the some educational material. Thank you. Thank you.